2023 was a disappointing year for Disney at the box office because not only did they lose out their top spot to Universal as far as revenue that they generated, but also due to the astronomical costs of the production of their movies and the poor performance of them, they lost in total of around $1 billion at the box office. So not very good. And this is kind of why Disney CEO Bob Iger has said that the company wants to focus on sequels and franchises for the near future. At least that's going to be their bread and butter, even though this contradicts statements that he made just 6 months prior to it. He was now changing focus and saying that they want to focus on franchises and sequels because those are something that generate a lot of money because they already have a built-in fan base. They don't have to try to sell it to the audience or establish anything. It's already right there. And that's why we're getting to today's story here, because in the past, Disney got rid of Johnny Depp from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, even though they wanted to continue on with the franchise with new actors. But because of this, now it looks like they're actually interested in bringing back Johnny Depp, or at least according to the producer Jerry Bruckheimer, that could be a possibility. While there remains uncertainty over whether Johnny Depp will ever return to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, not all hope is lost for fans wanting to see it again. A new update shared by producer Jerry Bruckheimer on the possibility could be seen as promising. So let's take a look at what they have to say about this. In a new interview with Entertainment Tonight, Bruckheimer confirmed his desire to get Depp back on board, revealing they've even had conversations about it. "If it were up to me, of course, I love having Depp," Bruckheimer said. "He's a great actor and a good friend. I've certainly spoken to him, but we'll see what happens." This line right here is really what's sparking this whole story. "I've certainly spoken to him, but we'll see what happens," because we just don't know the details of this conversation that he had with Johnny Depp. Was it like a sincere offer from him and they were meeting back and forth with representation? Or was it just two friends meeting up for drinks and he just kind of says it off the cuff because he does say he's friends with Johnny Depp? So we don't know the specific details about it. But one thing is for sure, when you have the producer of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise throughout the whole franchise saying that he wants to have Johnny Depp back, I think that is something to take note of. While Bruckheimer noted that the decision is not up to him, he didn't specify who exactly this decision is up to. It's possible that Disney wants to continue maintaining some distance from Depp because of the trial, despite its outcome. It's also been reported that the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie is being treated as a complete reboot, so it could be due to creative reasons. However, another possibility is that Depp feels leery about revisiting the role, as he'd testified in court how he felt betrayed over the firing. And this came out during Johnny Depp's defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard because she made allegations saying that he was an abuser in the relationship. That's why Disney fired him. But come to find out, she was actually the abuser, and pretty brutally, I might add. But still, despite all the work that he's done for Disney and pretty much becoming the face of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, they were willing just to cast him aside as a result of that. A jury agreed that he lost that job and other jobs as a result of Amber Heard, and that's why she lost her case against him and he won his defamation case. And it's because of that, the public opinion surrounding Johnny Depp has shifted in his favor, because not only did people feel bad for him for having to deal with Amber Heard and the relationship that they had with them, but also the fact that no one gave him the benefit of the doubt when those accusations were just accusations by someone who isn't really a reliable source of information. So a lot of people are saying that they want Disney to bring back Johnny Depp, but Johnny Depp may not be the one who wants to come back to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise as a result of them willing to just get rid of him like they did. Blinding her, "It was like somebody hit me in the back of the head with a 2x4, Depp said on the stand during his defamation trial, referring to Disney nixing Pirate 6. "Captain Jack Sparrow was a character I built from the ground up, and something that I, of course, put a lot of myself into the character, and also having worked on these films with these people and added much of myself, much of my own rewriting of the dialogue and scenes and jokes. I didn't quite understand how after that long relationship and quite a successful relationship, certainly for Disney, that suddenly I was guilty until proven innocent." So basically, he feels like he was betrayed by Disney, and understandably so. That's why when asked if he had ever returned to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, he said no. Then later on, he said like, "Well, I would for 1,000,000 alpacas," which I think is a pretty hilarious offer. So it looks like when Jerry Bruckheimer is saying he doesn't know who has to make the decision about whether Johnny Depp come back, whether it's Disney or whether it's Johnny Depp, it's looking like it's Johnny Depp, because we've heard rumors going around for the last several months that Disney executives do actually want to bring back Johnny Depp, because I think they understand they have trouble at the box office and they need to do something in order to try to bring people to theaters. And Johnny Depp is the face of the franchise, and a lot of fans want to bring him back to the franchise, and that would kind of extend a lot of goodwill towards the audience if they were to bring him back. So it does look like that might be a possibility, or at least Disney executives might be willing to have him return to the role, especially since Bob Iger is trying to double and triple down on franchises and trying to reboot the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, as previously reported. Doesn't seem like it would be the smart move, even though it is based off of a well-known IP. When you're rebooting something, you're essentially starting from the ground up. So they don't want to have to do that. It seems like they do want to continue on with the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and the only way to actually do that is with Johnny Depp. The only question is whether or not he would want to return to the franchise after all the stuff that they did with him. I don't think they're going to offer him 1 million alpacas to return, but crazier things have happened. But I can see them actually offering him a pretty good salary and probably some points on the movie so he gets some back end deals or whatever. But again, it is just a matter of whether Johnny Depp is willing to return to the role or not like that. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Do you think that they're actually going to bring him back, or do you think that Disney is just going to be left floundering for all this? And if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest entertainment news. And don't forget to like and share the video because it really helps out with the channel. Thank you.